honestly, like, in 2019, do people really say, like, oh, is that your real hair? Like, can't you tell? Hi guys, this is your girl Jasmine Angelique, and I am back with another video. So I took my hair down, I washed my hair today, and then I was like, what do I have time to do, right? So I wanted to film this video, and I want to get it out before tonight. And if I don't get it out tonight, it will be out Saturday night. But I decided to put my hair in 2 puff balls. I'm trying to go natural, right? So, you know, this time around I'm learning about porosity, I'm learning about, you know, different type of shampoos, conditioners, trying to get back into like different type of oils. It's a lot, and I'm still trying to figure out this situation, right? Like, I woke up and I was like, my hair isn't as like, it ain't no 3C, it ain't no 3B, it ain't no 3A. Like my hair is like 4 something. Okay, so yeah, I was just like, I'm putting these 2 ponytails and put some earrings on, put this shirt on, and make it look cute for today so I can do this vlog. So this video is a black girl tag. Yeah, black girl tag, black girl tag, right? So the first question we're gonna get into is, what is one thing that makes you special and unique? Well, I personally think everybody is special and unique, and I think it takes, you know, you to really know yourself to decide. I mean, everybody's not going to have a talent to sing, to dance, to whatever, right? So I'm going to tell you guys what I think is my secret talent, right? And it's not a secret because everybody tells me the same thing, that I am extremely entertaining. And this one lady was like, oh, you know what, I think you should be an actress because you are like super funny, you're really good at telling a story, you're really dramatic, and every time I walk in a room I can at least put a smile on at least 50% of the room. I think that's a good percentage. I think, and I don't think everybody can do that, you know, just being them, because a lot of times I make people laugh and I do it without even trying. I do it without even knowing. I'm like, what are you laughing? Don't be laughing at me. And they're like, we're not laughing at you, we laughing with you. Like, you're funny, like you're legit like funny, like, and I'm like, oh, thank you, you know. So that's that. So name one thing you would never leave the house without. So let me tell you something, people, okay? Every day I leave the house, I have to go back in the house, okay? So I'm either going back in the house for my sunglasses, I'm going back in the house for my car keys, I'm going back in the house for my cell phone, I'm going back in the house for something. So I'll say the one thing that I cannot leave the house with, and it's probably, you know, it's me, right? Like, I never leave the house without myself. I can't leave the house without myself, but I've literally left the house, you know, and if I have my keys, I've been left the house without my phone, and I'm calling, you know, off the landline, like, can somebody bring in my phone? I can't make it back, you know, to the house, something crazy like that. So yeah, I would definitely say the thing I can't leave the house without is myself. Okay, and you can say what you want to say about that, but it is what it is. That's my truth. Now I'm sticking to it. Okay. Hey, what's your Holy Grail soul food? So soul food, my Holy Grail soul food, I think honestly the one thing that I run to that I always want to try as far as soul food restaurants are concerned would be the macaroni and cheese, the yams. Yeah, macaroni and cheese and yams, because that macaroni and cheese and that yam juice, that stuff is fire, okay? Fire. If you ever find somebody that can make you some good yams, hold on tight to them. Hold on tight to them. My mama made yams one time. Them boys was smoking, okay? They were so good. Oh, they were so good. She ain't made them since. But one day, maybe I'll get her to make some for me, and I'll eat them in front of you guys. I don't know. So the next question, which is the 4th question, it says, do you prefer to be called Black or African American? Well, this question is really interesting, but honestly, I don't know. Every time I hear somebody say, oh, I'm African American, I just cringe. Like, I don't know. I would rather rather be called black. Like, I'd rather be like, oh, are you black? Like, yeah, I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Like, I just don't like that we have to put a prefix on being American. Like, African come before American, and it's not even like, and it makes perfect sense, right? Like, I would rather be black, who I am, the color of my skin, because I cannot remove it, before being American. But let's face it, do our white folks, do our white counterparts, do our white sisters and brothers have to do that? Absolutely not. They're white, and that's the end of the discussion. And we all know that they have German descent, Irish, they're this. They don't say, you don't ever hear a white person say, I'm Irish descent. No, when you ask them who they are, they say I'm white. You know, and I get that, you know, then you be like, oh, well, I'm brown and I'm orange, and I'm like, that's getting carried away, right? But you ask me who I am, I'm black and I'm American. And I don't want to be, I don't want to feel like I'm putting a prefix on being American. I just want to be black in America, right? It says, why do you talk differently when you're with your friends or family than how you talk when you're at work? So I don't feel like I talk any different. I feel like I talk the same. I'm not really big on like using a whole bunch of profanity, so I can't really say like, oh, when I'm around my family, I cuss like a sailor. You know, I say maybe like 2-3 curse words, the same 2-3 curse words. Like, and then I can't say that I talk proper or more proper at work than I do at home, because I literally talk the same way. I'm like an open book. I don't try to be fake. That's not my goal. I try to be real at all times, like at all times. The only thing I would say that I do when I am at work, or let's say like at some type of important meeting or like an interview or something, is that I do try to talk slower and try to like pronunciate my words, and I try to think, because sometimes I have this thing where I talk and I'll be like, what did I just say? Did that even make sense? Like, and I learned that if I slow down and get out what I want, then I tend to, first of all, you sound more educated, right? Like, it's not about what you can put on paper. Sometimes if the money talk, bullet walk, okay? So if you can't formulate a sentence, or, you know, get your thoughts across properly and efficiently, then sometimes people look at you and be like, oh, well, she's not, you know, or he's dumb, or not that intelligent, or whatever like that. Like, yeah, so that's the only thing I will say is, why do black girls have attitudes? I think black girls have attitudes because black girls are spicy. Black girls, I really don't think black girls have attitudes. I think everybody else around, it's a perpetuated thing. And I think sometimes, see, black girls don't have attitudes. Black girls just say it how it's supposed to be said the first time. And I feel like even when you work with like Caucasian people, I feel like they're less passive. They want to try to make, you know, they want to try to be slick with their comments. They want to try to be smart. They want to try to make you feel like, you know, you don't know what's going on. And the black girl just be like, bitch, listen, I ain't got time for your games. I'm not about to play with you. And that's the end of the discussion. Okay? So that's what I say, right? How do you feel about interracial couples? I don't really have an opinion about it. I think that whoever you fall in love with, you fall in love with. If you marry, you know, if you're black and you marry a white person, you marry a white person. Like if you're whatever mixture that you can have. And I think a lot of times what people are going to really start seeing is, they're not going to start seeing so much like black and white people. You're going to really start seeing like, you know, you could say a Bengali and a Mexican person, or a Bengali and a black person, or a Bengali and a white person. I say that because my best friend is Bengali, and literally it's all mixed up in there. I would be 100% happy if I married inside my race or outside my race. I just want to get married. Yeah. So as long as he's good, or as long as she's good to that person, I feel like go for it. It shouldn't really matter. So number 8 question is is there anything about your features that are considered more masculine because of your complexion? So I really like this question because I am a chocolate bunny, okay? And I always love being chocolate. But what I've seen in the world or whatever, or just like my own personal experiences, I definitely think that, I don't know if I would per se use the word masculine, because I feel like you can be light, or okay, what I would say is that I feel like as a dark-skinned woman, and as you know, you are inherently, I can't say that word, I'm sorry, you inherit, right, that trait of being like tough or being extra strong, and you know, physically and mentally. But also I feel like as a dark-skinned woman, you're left sometimes feeling like you're not good enough because you are dark-skinned. Like, you don't feel, or people don't think that you are as attractive as like your light-skinned counterparts, which is very upsetting and discouraging, you know. But it's like, at the same time, like, what can you really do about it to change people's views? I feel like I do a pretty good job at I'm a delicate flower, okay? And I think I do a pretty good job, and a lot of people can kind of read that about me, that I don't want to be tough, that I am physically strong. Yeah, so that's it. It says, were you always confident in wearing your natural hair? So as you know, I was talking about wearing, growing my hair out natural, this time around, like how it's different. Overall, because I was natural back in 2011 or 2012. I can't really remember. I was natural for about 3 years. And then I permed my hair, and then everything went downhill. And one of the reasons why I permed my hair was because I was actually doing this internship. And in the internship, right, like, you know, sometimes I was like, oh, do I really want to like be natural in this environment? You know, always having to like retwist my hair. I didn't want to be, you know, looked at as like not being professional, or not being, you know, whichever way. So I permed my hair, and I had a lot of damage, and I never really got a grasp on how to take care of like my relaxed hair. So a lot of it broke off, and then laziness set in, and I haven't really been doing anything to my hair. So I've been cutting it and letting it grow, and cutting it and letting it grow, and cutting it and letting it grow for about 3 or 4 years now. I just recently cut my hair, and I'm really trying to get back into taking care of my hair, so that it can grow and flourish. So with that being said, I have to say yes, and then I have to say no. I am comfortable wearing my natural hair if I'm just like in the house, if I'm running errands. I have 2 jobs. So my first job, I work at a nursing home. I am 100% very comfortable with wearing my natural hair. Actually, a lot of people look forward to me wearing my natural hair. They always tell me like how pretty I look, you know, how, you know, my curls are always like popping when I do my hair, right? But I work for a catering and event planning company, and sometimes I feel like, you know, I want to look more polished, so I don't always feel like wearing my natural hair. So yeah, I definitely go for a wig, or I keep my hair done by braiding it or something like that. And then the last hear the phrase, is that your real hair? If so, when? So I honestly, like in 2019, do people really say like, oh, is that your real hair? Like, can't you tell? I mean, even people who wear weave, like, or wear like extensions, like, I don't care how good your extensions look, like, I never could understand how somebody cannot look at somebody's hair and be like, oh, that's fake. And I never really had anybody ask me, you know, is that your real hair? Like, being serious. I mean, I feel like everybody pretty much know like the length of my hair or something like that. Most of the time I just get like, oh, you got a nice hairdo, and they keep it pushing. I personally think, especially in 2019, that is kind of rude to ask somebody like, oh, is that your real hair or is that your fake hair? I really don't care. If it look good, it look good, and if it look bad, that's your bad. I don't know. But yeah, so without without further ado, I'm gonna end this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Please leave a comment in the description box if you like my video. So without further ado, I'm gonna say peace to you. Have a wonderful evening, and that's it.